Good day, Sagittarius Collective. I am Sarah B, and you're tuning in to Just Be Tarot. Thank you for your amazing energy. Thank you for hanging out with me, and thank you for clicking on like and subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell that will let you know when I'm going live or posting new readings. I was just shuffling for the overall energy for this Sagittarius reading for December 2024. This is a general reading, not personal, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Sagittarius, I am shuffling, Spirit, I am shuffling for the Sagittarius Collective. Thank you. Okay, so we have all tied up and financial constraints. Well, it's been a tough few years, unfortunately, and I do feel like a lot of us can feel and empathize with financial constraints. I feel like almost everybody that I know is having to tighten their purse strings. Especially, this looks like it's a food cupboard, and I feel like groceries are out of control. So super expensive. And I feel like there are people who are in need this time of year. And it's like, I feel like less people are able to help. And although we are still fortunate to be able to have groceries in our cupboards, it's becoming more and more expensive for the people who used to help to donate and give to be able to do that. It's having a trickle-down effect because not all of us can give anymore. And it's so hard. It's like our hands are tied with this. And I just heard that they're not completely bound. So I think Spirit's trying to say, if we can do anything, maybe we can contribute time to people, donate our time, donate our skills to people, then we'd be able to help people as well. If we can bring some kind of light into their life, we are spreading that energy. And that energy needs to be spread, especially right now. Some of you might have pantries that look like this right now and might be struggling because food pantries for the community are understocked. So some of you might be struggling right now. With that, I'm so sorry. I just felt an overwhelming sadness, and it's like there are no words. There are so many people right now who are just trying to figure it all out, and it's not easy. It's, we want to have our bellies fill and our families' bellies full, and we want our kids to go to school with enough energy to get through the day, but for some people it's very, very hard. And I do trust that help is coming. I do trust that things are going to be better. Now let's move on to this card, all tied up. This person is stuck. They are bound. but they're not suffering. They're bound because they're in their head. This person's hands are not bound. They can easily get out of this situation. But they're choosing to stay in this situation. They have plenty of abundance around them. They're dressed pretty nicely for being tied up in a forest. No bruises, no bumps. This person's blockages are all in their heads. So I feel like this is a call to get out of the confines of your head and move forward with whatever it is that is bothering you. Know that it is just that. It's in your head. You're worrying about things, you're playing things out, things that have never even happened. And you are making stories up, none of which have happened. So it's time for you to take these boundaries off of you, these ropes off of you, and move forward in a situation. There's nothing to be scared of. You want to play it safe. You want to stay with what you know and who you know. And it's time to move on, to start fresh. Get out of your head and start new. There's a lot to see and a lot to do out there. And you're being held back right now by yourself. All right, so let's move on. I want to clarify this financial constraints with that cupboard is bothering me. It's making my heart so sad. I mean, I know it's reality. Spirit, what do you mean by this financial constraints? Besides the obvious, I know. But what is it? What else do you mean by this financial constraints? Thank you. Okay, so we have the King of Cups in reverse and the Six of Wands. Ego. There might be something about ego. Maybe you need help and you're afraid to ask for it. Your cup is empty. I mean, with the King of Cups energy in reverse, that cup is empty. You have no more. And your ego might be getting in the way of you asking for help. That might be for some of you. And I do understand that. It is hard to ask for help, especially as a grown adult, to ask for help or a loan until you can get back on your feet. It's not an easy thing. But I feel like it's ego that's stopping you. Your pride. All right, Spirit, let's get this started for our Sagittarius collective. What is it that they need to know? Sagittarius. Shuffling for Sagittarius for December 2024. What is it that they need to know? What messages do they need to know? What is it that they need to know, Spirit? For December 2024. Okay, so we have the Empress and the Two of Wands in reverse, but both the Empress and the Two of Wands are in reverse. So I feel like there is something that is halting growing opportunities or opportunities to grow. Now again, that is that being in your head. The person who's holding you back is you. I feel like you might be reunited with somebody. That card's been coming out a lot. I feel like people are going to be coming back for the holidays. And Mercury's also in retrograde as I'm doing this reading. So people could be coming in from the past. It's also a time for reunions, like high school reunions, college reunions, things like that. So maybe somebody's in town and wants to get together with you over a cup of coffee or whatever. Now, you don't have to say yes to these situations, but just be aware that they might be coming in. Somebody might be messaging you out of the blue that you haven't even thought of in a million years, but they've been thinking about you and they're wondering how you're doing. Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords in reverse, which also means, and you would think that it's a good thing because the 10 of Swords in the upright is a messy ending. However, if you are in reverse, you're stuck. You're stuck. Something's holding you back because an ending is also a beginning. So something is holding you back from starting something new. Again, tied up. Something is blocking you from moving forward. What is it? Is it yourself? Is it your own thoughts? Is it your ego? What else do we have for the Sagittarius collective? I know it's hard to get past the thoughts and to put them aside to move forward in anything, because you've been telling yourself these stories for so long that you're believing them. Okay, so we have, the 9 of Swords in reverse. You're starting to believe these stories. You have to push them aside. Okay? This is about relieving the anxiety, staying present, taking the mask off, getting the full stories. So you're not just wondering and assuming things. Get the full story. Take that mask off. Ask the questions. Be your own advocate. Find out what's going on, because you're wasting a lot of time and energy in your head when it's probably nothing. Go to who you need to go to find out exactly what's going on, why things are happening the way they are. Ask questions. Asking questions just means you want to learn. It doesn't mean you're questioning somebody. It means you want to learn why. And if somebody thinks that you're questioning their authority or whatever, then that's on them. But for you to ask questions about why something's happening, or why they pursue this and not that, then they have the free will not to tell you as well. But it doesn't hurt to ask. I feel like your stability is weakening because you're not moving forward. You have these blockages that you're not addressing. This is about clearing those blockages and putting your ego aside, I feel like, for this December. Clearing your blockages and putting your ego aside. Queen of Cups in reverse, because you're exhausted. You have nothing left to give. You're exhausted. And if you can't feed, if your cup's empty, how are you going to help the people who are surrounding you? You're the Queen of Cups. You know how many people the Queen of Cups serves? That's why you have to practice self-care. because so many people need your energy. All right, so let's shuffle this oracle deck for the concluding message for our Sagittarius collective. I am shuffling for the concluding message for Sagittarius collective. What do they need to know to end this reading? What is it that they need to take away from this reading? Spirit, thank you. Okay, so what came out is wreath. There in the circle of life tends to breathe death. One is not without the other, eternally bound by the essence of spirit. Life is always ebbing and flowing in a cycle of good and bad. Circles are a perfect representation of the wheel of life, so when the wreaths enter your spread, it is a reminder that good fortune will return to you in time. If you are going through a rough patch, know that this period will not last forever. You are coming to a turning point in your life, and more paths will be available to you soon. Until that time, remember that you are what you attract. Keeping a positive attitude and trusting in the universe will help you draw even more favorable circumstances. If you are going through an unusually favorable time, remember to make the most of it, as things will return to normal sooner or later. Live in the moment and cherish any good luck you have, because it may be over in a flash. And I was just saying that earlier, I do feel that this is going to come to an end. There are going to be more opportunities for you, but you do have to have faith, and you need to put your ego aside. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me, Sagittarius. It means everything that you stayed to the end to find out the ending of this reading. Please don't forget to click on like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit that notification bell. That will let you know when I am going live or posting new readings, and I would love to see you interact with me on my live readings. It is so much fun. If not, I will see you next time, Sagittarius. Bye.